Welcome back, everyone. It's Friday, December the 9th. It is 11:30 a.m. Liz and I are in Han classroom once again, as always. But before we introduce this week's guest, we have a message.
From our sponsor, Dave. He told us not to spend too much time talking about him this week, though. He just wanted to get straight to the point of talking about Georgia's historic Hokie moment and also our wins against the traditional women's powerhouse, Tennessee, and also Boston College. He said, if anything, to use this time to tell everyone to come out to all the games they can this season because Cassell was such a great environment this past week against Nebraska, and it will be all season long if all our great fans keep coming out. He also wanted to emphasize that we have an autism awareness game coming up this Sunday, December 11th, and Virginia Tech faculty and staff can attend the game for free by just showing their Hokie passports at the ticket window the day of the game, and they get 2 free tickets. So thanks, Dave, for pointing that out. Make sure everyone comes because it'll be a good game, and we're really excited.
We are. But firstly, we also have to apologize because we've been a bit absent. We've been a bit busy. We've had like 3 games, and it's also finals week. And to celebrate the start of finals week, I woke up this morning early and I got straight to doing my washing and building a shelf. No papers, no nothing.
That is called procrastination, Georgia, but it's okay. We forgive you for it. It happens to the best of us. But moving on, we are 3-0 since we last spoke, and we have to give a lot of that credit to our guests this week. We have Coach Brooks with us. I think we'll be a little less nervous this week than we were last week because we talked to this guy literally every single day for hours, probably. So, Coach Brooks, how do you feel about being on?
I am honored. I feel like I've made it. I've been on a lot of podcasts, but secretly, this is the one that I was like really aiming for and hoping for. So when I got the nod and I got the invitation, secretly I was doing a happy dance on the other side of the phone when you guys invited me. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. You are our third guest, but you could have been our first, but we don't want to be too predictable.
We really wanted to wait till the views went up.
Yeah.
We really wanted to wait till the interaction and all that. We're popular now. We can bring on the most popular guest.
Well, that's caring of you guys. You guys are always caring, so I appreciate you looking out for me. All right.
You're welcome.
I do have big shoes to fill coming on after Kelly.
Mhm.
So that kind of makes me a little nervous, but I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, she was really nice. She complimented us a lot, so we'll see what you have to say. But okay, we did win 3 games, so we're just going to run through those a little bit. I'll start with the Nebraska game because Georgia won't say it herself, but she did have a triple-double. First in Virginia Tech women's history. We also had a great student section. Do you have a quick, one sentence to sum that game up?
Phenomenal. It was a phenomenal game. I don't know if I can do it quickly because so many things happened leading up to the game. Obviously going in, we knew that Nebraska was going to be a very good basketball team. It was going to be a tough game. Then we found out probably 24, 48 hours before that we weren't going to have KT. So that stresses the coach out enough right there. KT had been playing so well. 5 minutes into the game, Ashley breaks her finger. So Erin Cash comes up to me and she says, no more Ashley. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Then what proceeded afterwards is probably one of the, I don't know, more memorable games I've ever been associated with. You guys played tremendous throughout the basketball game. And then obviously getting back to Georgia's feat and accomplishment. She had eight rebounds and 8 assists probably midway through the third quarter. And so I thought it was going to be easy peasy. We were going to get this thing. And it was nothing like that. But, so they kept whispering in my ear, Georgia needs one more rebound. And so finally, during the timeout, I made everyone aware of it, and I said, look, everybody box out. Georgia, go get the rebound. And when the student section, when she got the 9th win and they started chanting one more rebound, I thought that was the coolest moment because they were so engaged, so acknowledgeable about what was going on. And then when you got the rebound and the eruption from just whole Cassell, that'll be a memory that I'll always, have for the rest of my life. But even watching people and they replayed it and they talked about it, just still gives me goosebumps, when I think about it.
Yeah. What about you?
No, it was really cool. I thought people were joking because we had that timeout before you said anything. And Chloe comes up to me and she was like, you need 2 more rebounds or 1 more, whatever. And I was like, oh, cool, for a double-double. She was like, no, a triple-double. But the student section, that was the coolest thing, honestly.
Yeah, people were like, I wonder, does she know? Does she know? She couldn't have not known. They were screaming it to her.
Literally.
It was cool. And, leading up to that game, Georgia, you this is be something that you and I know that how mightily you struggled shooting the basketball 2 days before that.
Yeah.
You,
I think I hit one shot in a
yeah,
2-hour practice.
could not make a shot, and even so, that when you finally made one, you made a little friendly gesture to the rim,
Yeah.
and out of frustration. But then
Yeah.
we had a couple of shooting sessions, and you and I were talking about it, how you had never had a double figure assist,
Mm-hmm.
and for you to be able to get it all in one night, shooting woes went away. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
on to Tennessee. What is a quick sentence to sum up that game?
Stress,
Yeah.
stressful, but resilient. We were very resilient during that game. We got off to a great start. Tennessee, people don't understand. It's a historic venue to go in there. Already, it's emotional. We were all taking pictures. I took a picture with Tamika Catchings. I was a little fanboy. Just being in that arena, and you're standing right there where it says Pat Summit Court. She's just pioneer for women's basketball, and then to go in there to play, and their fans are very knowledgeable, very loud. We get off to a great start, but I think what goes unnoticed is that Tennessee is a physical basketball team. They were beating you guys up, and I was like, they're beating up my babies. I don't know how much longer we can handle this. But you guys are very resilient. We didn't always play perfect, but you guys did a really good job. And to be able to come away with a win under adversity and some of the calls at the end to overcome them, I was very proud of you guys, especially coming off of an emotional game like Nebraska.
Yeah.
Not to mention the shot clock malfunction. We took like a 15-minute break.
Yeah.
in between.
Even Kelly tweeted something about us being able to film a podcast episode on that break. That was crazy.
Could have, yeah.
Because we were in a huddle, and this was like, bro, imagine if they made us come back like tonight. Because you said that there's been like games
That's
that people have
happened for
done
some
that,
reason, yeah.
and I was like, oh my god.
No.
Good thing they had backup though. It's really
Yeah.
not their fault. Anything can happen.
Anything, you have to be ready for anything, and sometimes you wonder if was that on purpose, or that's what you're thinking during the game.
Yeah.
And then you can't let your mind go there. You have to stay focused, stay locked in. And
Yeah.
ironically, it's happened to me 2 other times. We were playing when I was at James Madison. We were playing against Auburn, and it would have been a signature win for us. And we were playing, and probably about midway through the third quarter, we're up 10. Ironically, we were up 10 against Tennessee, and the lights went out, and we had about a 15 or 20-minute break. And we lost all momentum. DeWanna Bonner was on that team, and we lost all momentum. And they ended up coming back and winning the basketball game. So that went through my head, during that scenario. But I was like, okay, let's regroup. We're fine. Coach G did a really good job. Came out, kept you guys loose.
Oh, we had two workouts that day.
Two workouts. But I was very proud of you guys for staying focused.
Yeah, he's the best. Well, thank God it ended how it was, because we got to stop at Dairy Queen on the way back, of course.
Dairy Queen.
Very important. What was your order?
Banana split blizzard. It's my go-to.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's really good. It's great.
Oh my God, I love banana splits. I need to get that.
Yeah, chunks of banana. Shout out to Dairy Queen, NIL, if we can.
Christiansburg. I mean.
Yeah, there it is. No, it's my go-to whenever I go there.
Okay, well, it's gonna be mine too.
Yeah.
But then, okay, our most recent game, we went to Boston College, which was obviously a very emotional game, but we did get the win there. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, that game very well could have been a trap game, and I'm all about experiences with you guys. And last year we played Tennessee, and we lost a very emotional game, had a very quick turnaround, and had to go to Liberty. Mm-hmm. And we were still reeling from the emotion of losing in that game and how physical and tough it was. And just really, we just didn't have it. We were emotionally drained. We didn't play well. And we ended up losing to Liberty. And, a year later, very emotional game against Tennessee, very quick turnaround to go into Boston College with a lot more on the line, because not only was it an emotional game because of Taylor Soule and Clara Ford returned back to Boston College, but it's also our first ACC game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so we really had to stay locked in and focused. And it was our third game in 7 days.
Yeah.
I know you guys were spent emotionally, physically, mentally. but we kept pushing you guys and trying to get you guys to stay locked in and focused. And I had to play the little mind games with you guys to keep you guys locked in. But you guys, it's easier because you guys are a year older and you understand it, and you don't, what's at stake. And we went out, we played extremely well in the first half. I thought we kind of cruised a little bit in the second half, but I'll give you guys a pass because I felt like you guys were tired. And I know you were tired because I was tired. So it was so much so you guys thought I was giving you guys 2 days off after that game because of you. It was because of me. I'm tired.
Oh no, I get it. In the fourth year, I know that you need a break too.
Yeah.
I understand.
All human.
Yeah, I feel like we also can't go talking about the Boston College game without talking about Kayla. She played great. Obviously, she's like an incredible shooter. But not only did she show Steph Curry range in that game, she also had a great haircut at Pink Crush, which is a new partner of ours. So thank you so much. We're so excited about that because I really need a haircut also. So I'm going to be making my way over there this afternoon. And all you guys need to do is mention Queens of Cassell to get 15% off of your next trip to the salon. And again, that is Pink Crush. It's located on Main Street and it's right downtown.
To Dad, if you are listening, you text me every game about my ponytail and how it covers my number. I am going to chop some off today just for you. Just for you. Maybe like 3 inches. I don't know.
Can you not tell which one is you?
He just always wants to pick on my ponytail and how I always need a haircut.
No, he's very proud of his name.
That's
he
true.
Gave you his name. He gave you his name. That's what we dads do. We're very proud of our name. So maybe we give our name, and so maybe every now and then you can just kind of flip it around so you can see it says Amor.
Yeah.
Or it looks like Georgia's gonna get a bob.
I might get a mullet.
Oh God.
And I'll get some blonde tips.
No, we need to move on before she gets some crazy ideas because she might follow through. So, okay. This is a completely different route, kind of, but we just are dying to know. We really just want to know what's the most frustrating thing about coaching each of us. Don't hold back.
Individually.
Wow.
Like what are our like stubbornness, flaws, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll start with you, Elizabeth.
Okay, yay.
The most frustrating thing about coaching you is that you're a perfectionist. Okay. And you are slowly learning the differences between taking an anatomy test and playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when you take an anatomy test, you are accustomed to getting 98 or 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which is phenomenal, which is great. And I love that about you. But when you equate it, when you go over to a basketball game, all right, if you're 55%, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's extremely good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you still have the mentality that you want to be as good as you are on your anatomy test. Okay. But you never take an anatomy test with earphones on, blasting heavy metal music, and somebody's trying to distract you while you're taking the test.
That's
okay.
true.
When you're on a basketball court, there's always 2 and 3 people around you, and hitting you on your elbow or crowding your space, fouling you, or trying to prevent you from being 100%. But you still have yet to fully understand the difference, and so therefore, I feel like sometimes I'm part coach, I'm part dad, and I'm part your psychologist to make sure that you understand the differences. But I do love the fact that you try to be a perfectionist, and it drives you. It makes you want to be great at everything. And I think you've gotten better with understanding that if you miss 45% of your shots, you're still a really great basketball player. All right. So
working on that.
That's the frustrating part about you. Okay. Georgia Lee Amor. The most frustrating part about you, you're a perfectionist also. Okay. And you want to get everything right. The only thing that I can say that frustrates me about you is that you don't understand the term coffin corner. So when you come across half court and you stop, and that's where they want to trap you, that's where they want you to go, baby.
Yeah. The listeners will love that one.
Yeah. So we can't, we got to stop the lure. They're luring you into that corner, and you're going there. Okay. That's my only frustration with you. You're more of a realist. You understand that you're not going to make every shot. You hide it a little bit more than Liz does. Liz wears it on her face. You kind of bottle yours up a little bit, and then when it explodes, it comes out. and you have like a little split personality. Uh, I think the biggest thing, the best thing I love about you two together is when we're at half court during practice, and you guys come to half court after a play, and you argue with each other, and you argue with each other like I'm not there. And I mean, you like it's like you guys are sisters, and you're like you might say a couple bad words, and you guys go back at and forth at each other, and I just laugh. You know, it just shows the real you.
I remember there was this one time too. we were trying to argue, not argue, but we were trying to heatedly discuss a play, and it got to the point where nothing was working. So I turned to you. I'm like, Coach Brooks, and I go to you as like the mediator.
Yeah, you guys try to put me in the middle sometimes, and you're
definitely.
you turn to each other, and you ask me, and you want me to side with you, and I just kind of walk away.
Fair enough.
I'm not getting in it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So now that that's out of the way, on the brighter side, what is the most fun thing about coaching us?
I think the best thing about coaching, but both of you guys, like I said, you're perfectionists, but you're two of the hardest working players that I've ever had, ever. And most people will come in the recruiting process and they'll say, "Yeah, I want to be great. I want to be great. I'm going to be in the gym. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I'm going to be, I want to work to be the best I can." All right, but they don't follow through with it. And with you two, you follow through with it all the time. You know, you want to work out. You want to work out. And you two know my favorite thing to do is to get you on the floor and work out.
Mhm.
All right. All the other coaching part of it, I can go shake hands and kiss babies with donors and do the recruiting part. But my responsibility is with my players. And when you guys are consistently wanting to get in the gym to get better, that's my favorite thing to do. So when we out and we're working, and you look at both of your games, you know, it's totally different. One's a point guard, one's a center.
Mhm.
But your work ethic is exactly the same. You guys work really hard and you want to get better. And you can tell both of your games have been transformed since you've been here.
Mhm.
You know, Liz, you were a drop step, fall on the ground, post player all the time. You know, we pulled you out. You're handling the ball more out on the perimeter. You shoot more on the perimeter. You have a fadeaway, which has made you very, very attractive to professional teams. Georgia, when you got here, you were a little rugby player, you know, just trying to beat everybody up. And we've transformed your game to the point where I call you my little mini me. And because you mimic, both of you guys do a tremendous job of mimicking everything that I show you
Mhm.
to the point where it amazes me sometimes when they video it and you guys do what I tell you to do. I just chuckle inside. I'm like, man, they look just like me, you know, doing that. But then the best thing about it is not only that you work hard, you listen, you do everything that I ask you to do, but you apply it. You apply it in a game setting. You know, we can work on a move that day, and I watch you do it that day in practice. You know, I watch you do it the next day in a game, and that warms a coach's heart because you spend so much time. You don't want to just waste time showing somebody moves or whatnot, and they never use them. You know, but you guys use them, so it kind of fuels me, and you guys give me energy because when you call me up and I'm tired as heck, and you say, "Can we get a workout in?" Absolutely. Or I love the fact that I mean the game is barely over with, and I think you guys compete because I know you're with each other, but you compete who's going to text me first.
We do. I see her texting. I'm like, oh shoot, she's gonna get the earlier time or something.
Yeah.
And then you guys will text me within minutes of each other. You know, film tomorrow. Whether you played well or whether you played bad, you still want to watch the film, and that makes you guys great.
Yeah, I'm salty because Georgia's watched her Boston College film and I still haven't, so I'm sitting around
Because
waiting
I
for that.
texted on the bus on the way to the
I
plane.
texted too. We just okay, whatever.
You guys actually texted within about a minute of each other.
We weren't even like together though, because I'm pretty sure I did it on the bus. I did it on the bus, so
Yeah.
I wasn't aware.
I'll get it in. I'll get my time. It's okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, we have a new segment that we want to introduce. Georgia, take it away.
So I was just sitting down one day and Raven texted me. And this woman,
my favorite Kitley.
Yeah, Raven's my sister, by the way.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
So an idea sprung in my brain. We have a new segment called That's So Raven. And it's pretty much highlighting everything that Raven has said that sticks in our brain that's memorable. So Raven is a constant texter. She's a constant caller. She's a constant talker.
Doesn't leave me alone. Love it though.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And she actually texts. We have a group chat. She texts us before each game. And each game she kind of like researches what mascot it is or whatever. And you can say what she said.
Yeah, she just, before every game, she looks up the mascot. So we're just going to read out our last 3 from this week. I hope this doesn't offend anyone. She has no filter.
It's also not about the team's people. It'll be about the team's mascot.
Purely about the mascot.
Whatever.
So, okay, before the Nebraska game, we get kick some freaking ugly kid's butt from Nebraska, really creepy looking it up mascot.
She told us to look up the Nebraska mascot because it was creepy looking.
And ugly. So we got that one. And then before the Tennessee game, we got kick some vol butt. So she shortened the volunteers. She was really hip with that. That's really cool. And then before the BC game, we got kick some freaking eagle butt. So,
yeah, she's really passionate.
Yeah.
But we obviously get a lot of texts from her. So we were just wondering, has she reached out to you this week? And if not, what is like a memorable text that she's sent you?
She hasn't reached out this week, but she really quizzed me. She gave me, after the Boston College game, she gave me a big hug. She gives the best hugs.
Yeah.
Gives me a big hug. And she looked at me and she said, "Do you know what my sissy is getting me for Christmas?"
Oh.
And so she has been badgering me to give her a hint as to what Liz has gotten her for Christmas. So it's great for me. I get to play the game. I'm like, yes, I know exactly what she's doing, but I'm not going to tell you. And then, so I probably, within the next day or so, it'll be a surface text, but really she wants to butter me up to try to figure out what Liz is getting her for Christmas.
You know what's so ridiculous about that? She acts like she doesn't send me the exact links for what she wants.
10 times in a row to the same thing.
Yeah. Every single day. No, every hour. I don't know where the mystery is, Raven. Like, you know exactly what you're getting.
She's also convinced herself that she's hiding her present in my closet.
Yeah. She goes to my room. Like,
she looks around like unsuspicious, like she looks around in my room for stuff that potentially could be hers.
It's just ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. It's literally in a drawer under my bed. Like, she wasn't looking
Well, now you have to move it because you know she's gonna watch it.
I'm gonna wrap it.
I was gonna say she's gonna listen to this. She's gonna text you something. She's gonna text us something crazy, so we say it next time.
She will be eating up this segment. She will love this.
Can I tell my favorite Raven story?
Of course.
In a couple seconds. So during the recruiting process, obviously we made her. She was a priority, and not for any other reason that we really liked her and loved everything. She loved Star Wars, everything. And we were sending her stuff like we were sending Liz stuff. So we got really close. I got really close with her, and she's just one of the most genuine people. Happy when I'm around her, I just feel happy, and just watching her. So throughout the recruiting process, we got to know each other, and I went to Atlanta to watch Liz play in an AAU tournament. And I was on the baseline with about 20 other coaches, and we were watching Liz's team get ready to play. Well, Raven ran past all of us on her way to the bathroom. And she sprinted. When she got 2-3 steps past me, she put the brakes on. She backed up, and she looked right at me, and she says, "Hi, Coach Brooks," and she took off again. And all the other coaches were looking at me like, "Who is that?" And at that moment right there, I was like, yeah, we're in good shape here. And that was like my favorite moment with her because, she looked at me and she knew she was as important in this whole process. And for her to stop, single me out, I knew that our relationship was really strong. And so I felt like we were in really good shape at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. I say this a lot, but I really think Raven would have not let me heard the end of it if I didn't come here. She would have been so upset. So I'm very happy, and I know that she's very happy that I ended up at Virginia Tech.
I was gonna say, I also know for a fact in her room there's still the recruiting posters hanging up. There's the lanyards. There's everything hanging up in her room on a little chalkboard. It's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
My favorite Kitley.
That's fine. I understand completely. Okay, now going into our next segment, we'd like to do the song of the week. And just getting into our next sponsor, thanks Hokie House. We really appreciate it. If you're looking for something to throw on the jukebox and to have some good times, head over to Hokie House. They have good vibes, great food, drinks if you're of age. Not for us, but if you guys want to do that, it's a great time. We love going there just to hang out or whatever. So, getting into song of the week, thanks Hokie House. Georgia, what do you have?
So we just wanted to ask you, and not that I was being nosy or anything like that, but I was walking off the bus and you did have the Kendrick Lamar album playing on your phone. I didn't see the song title, so I just wanted to know what that song was.
It was probably Humble, but I think it was just on shuffle. Yeah.
So
So
is that like a pregame album? Is that like a record?
no, you know what? Only predetermined things I have, and it's at this juncture of the year, is anything Christmas music.
Really?
I am killing Christmas music, killing it. I am right now, Michael Bublé Christmas. Okay, it is so soothing and just makes me smile. And I listen to it when I get up. I get in the shower. I listen to it all day long. As a matter of fact, I have my little box right here, and I play. I cut the light off. I watch film. I come up, put the Christmas tree on, and I listen to Christmas music and watch film.
That's
And
the way to do it.
it is great. I like I like the Jackson 5 Christmas because it reminds me of when I was little. My mom used to play it on a record player. But anything Christmas right now is dominating everything that I do. So my background noise on TV shows right now is the little Hallmark Christmas stories that you know the ending to everyone, but you still watch them. So that anything right now on my iPod or anything is Christmas music.
I saw a TikTok and one of the girls was like, sorry to spoil any Hallmark movie, but like there's always like the crisis and resolution at the exact same time of like every movie.
Exact same time. And yet I still watch.
Yes.
And I still feel really good when it's over with. Sometimes it happens and it goes off and the next one comes on and I don't even know that it was a different one.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, literally, you cannot tell, but I love it too. It's good vibes. So.
Okay. Well, my song of the week was not anything Christmas related. It was actually Bet on It from High School Musical 2. Now, I am a High School Musical 3 fan, but this, like, something about the bridge in this song is just, like, fantastic to me. So I actually listened to that on the bus in Knoxville back to back before the game.
Do you want to sing it?
No, I don't.
No, thank you. Okay. I wouldn't want you to ask me to sing either, so I'm going to let that go. I've basically just been listening to my I do have Apple Music. Do you have Apple Music or Spotify?
Apple Music.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm a Spotify girl.
So you're outnumbered. I don't prefer. It's just what Dad pays for, so thanks, Dad. I've just been listening to my replay from 2021 and 2022, so that's all I have.
I'm glad you guys didn't ask me anything about Taylor Swift. I would have.
You know, I know better.
We're self-aware.
Yeah.
But I have been trying to learn, right?
Yeah, no. Every time I like play it during my workout, he'll come out. He's like, "Is this Taylor Swift?" I'm like, "Yeah."
You always know when Liz is working out because the music is like well, even myself. But there's a difference between our music. But her music, I come out, I'm like, whoa, like is this like a sad episode?
You know what's really cool is that when you guys are out there and the boys are on the other side, they let you guys control the aux.
I know.
It's pretty cool.
I was walking out and
You're a gentleman.
Yeah, Hunter was working out the other day, and I was like, "Listen, Hunter, sorry, but prepare yourself. You're probably not going to know this, but
it's refreshing. It really is.
It is.
Okay, we also have another segment just for you specifically. So we're going to do a bit of a draft, a top 3 pick draft, but it's not to do with people. It's not really to do with anything on-court related at all.
Okay.
Top 3 basketball things, not on court. Like
we'll give you
give you a gist.
It's like your top 3 favorite things that happen, like maybe throughout the season.
Like when you're traveling or whatever. So for me, my number 1 pick is when there's a Starbucks in the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it. My number 1 is when this happened on the last trip. When I finish a book, like on the plane ride or on the bus, like on an away trip. Love that. So satisfying.
What is your number 1 pick?
When we win.
Fair.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, because the vibe is so cool.
Yeah.
That's true.
The vibe is so cool, and there's such a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
You know, you came in, you did exactly what you're supposed to do, and when you sit down on that plane, you just kind of reflect back on a lot of different things. And for me, I'll be a little bit nostalgic. For me, as a leader of the program, I love watching everyone, not from the star player to my assistant coaches to the managers who this is their first trip, to people who have traveled with us for the very first time, and to watch everyone's just sense of accomplishment, and watching them smile and go through it for the first time, that gives me joy. But I really can't enjoy it until the game is over.
Yeah.
Because leading up to it, I'm thinking about a million things.
Right.
Yeah.
A million things. But I have learned to stop and smell the roses. We went to Knoxville the other night, and you guys got to walk around the cute little downtown area that they had, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Reminded me of a Hallmark movie with the Christmas decorations, but it just makes the whole trip enjoyable.
Yeah.
I've learned that, and so much so that I've learned, and my motto in the last couple of years is to not be so busy trying to make a life that you don't live a life. And so when you stop and you watch all those things, so after we beat Tennessee, the bus ride home, hey, let's stop at Dairy Queen. After you beat Boston College, that nap is just, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Because you're watching everyone experience things like that. So that's my joy.
Yeah,
That
I
was
will
really
say,
cute.
yeah, the post-game meal tastes a lot better after you win too. I can't stomach that pizza if we don't.
Yeah,
do
even
what
when
we
it's been
do.
like kind of sitting for a while, like when the fries are a bit soggy, they still taste delicious.
It's great. It's the best feeling. That's why I always tell you guys to enjoy every win.
Yeah.
Enjoy every win.
Yeah.
Okay, so my second pick is when the bus ride from our hotel to the stadium is like long enough where I can get like a decent amount of songs in. That's a simple pleasure for me.
Yeah, that's a good one. My second one is when we're eating at the hotel the night before. If they have mac and cheese, that's an instant win for me. Do you have another one?
Well, to go on George's point, where we stay is very strategic into how far away from the arena it is. I don't like it when it's too close.
Yeah.
And I don't like it when it's too long.
Yeah.
Be just enough where I can think about things, and I can really get some of the stuff off my chest.
Exactly.
And then we walk out into the arena.
Because there was one in the NCAA tournament freshman year, and we stayed in San Antonio, and our first game was like a legit 45-minute hour bus ride away. Like that was ridiculously long.
That was too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last year we stayed right across the street in the NCAA tournament, and it was too short.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a good one. And on your point, Liz, I do miss, we used to, before COVID, we used to go to restaurants.
Yeah.
And we got to see a little bit of the city and experience some stuff. Now we have to pretty much stay confined to our hotel and eat, which is not all bad, but still you can't. I love to people watch.
I love that too. I do miss it.
People watch. And so I miss that aspect of it. But sometimes it's hit or miss. The food was good last time when we stayed.
Yeah.
So
when it's good, it's good. So
yeah,
we really can't complain. I don't know if you have a third one, but I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because we have to get into our next new sponsor. So excited. We have another segment called Roommate Report Card. And this is now brought to you by 310 Rosemont. It's the really cute boutique downtown. It's by like the Chipotle and all that stuff. So if you're looking for some great new apparel, you can get 15% off if you mention our podcast. And as I said, it's on Main Street, so super convenient location. I know, Georgia, you've gotten a couple of really cute things from there. I have some things from there that I love, and we'll definitely continue to go back. So make sure, go to 310 Rosemont, mention our podcast, get 15% off, and you'll have some new cool stuff that you love.
It's a great deal. Great deal.
It is a great deal. We'll probably go after this today, but
After my haircut.
after your haircut from Pink Crunch.
you better not get it all chopped off.
I'm not. I love the length.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also have incredible frizz. So the more that is like less, the more it frizzes. Like the
You need to
length,
weigh it down a
the
little
length
bit.
weighs it down.
Yeah.
I look
Yeah.
like Lord Farquaad in the morning.
Oh my God.
Having 3 daughters, I know exactly what you're saying while you're saying all that stuff. So.
Yeah. You speak our language.
I do.
So anyways, the roommate report card, as we said, I'm so happy, you guys. Thanks to everyone that supported me on the last podcast when I was talking about leftovers, because I love leftovers. So I think it was last night or the night before. Last night. Okay, I finally got Georgia to eat some leftovers.
And guess what? They weren't one day leftovers.
Okay, well don't make it sound too bad.
No, it wasn't like a week.
Yeah.
We went and got hibachi, and then we left the next day for the road trip, and then
Yeah, it was about 3.
we
It was like
came
3
back.
days.
It was 3 days.
It was great though, wasn't it great?
I broke a mental barrier. With
Yeah.
that one.
Are you a leftovers eater, Coach Brooks?
Certain things. Hibachi, I can do leftover.
It just
Yeah.
the sauce
Yeah.
just marinates.
Yeah.
It's actually just as good, or sometimes better, the second or third day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
But pizza only one day,
Yeah.
and certain things I just can't stomach leftover.
Yeah.
I understand.
So
Well, for me, I'm very thankful for Liz because we got gifts for like our little Jimmy V game, and she ordered pots. So she got a 6-piece pot and pan, and I used those to heat up some chili the other night. So
ah,
thankful for that.
what did you get?
A speaker,
Speaker.
waterproof one, so I can put it in the
She
shower.
gets a speaker every single time. I don't understand.
Boom.
I've got about 6 speakers here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I use them though.
Yeah. Okay.
that's good.
Well, so obviously we were each other's roommates, but we know that you have a very special roommate in Chrissy Brooks that we love so much. Do you have any sort of roommate report card on her?
She's wonderful. she gets an A. You know what? But honestly, for any coach to be successful, you have to have somebody behind you that supports you in what you do. Because what we do, we open up our house to players. She's my biggest fan. You know, there's a lot that I have to calm her enthusiasm down to say, no, baby, I was wrong. Because she's going to support whatever I do.
Yeah.
If anybody ever watches, they know that she sits across from our bench, and that's by design. I've been a head coach for about 22 years, and she has to sit over there because she's so loud and boisterous towards the referees that she was distracting me when she was behind me.
Yeah.
So she has to sit across from me. But she's my biggest fan. She's you all's biggest fan. She loves our program, and what I love about her is that regardless of what goes on with me and you guys personally, she's always there to support. And and 98% of the time she's going to take your side. You know, but I love it when you know, the way my house is constructed. I can be in the back in the man cave, and you guys are in the kitchen baking bread or whatever, and I don't even know that you're here. I don't even know that you're there because you guys spend so much time with them. But she's awesome. She gave up her career as a teacher, which she absolutely loves, to come here to Virginia Tech to help support and help me support and to live out a dream. And I wouldn't be successful if it weren't for her and her sacrifices and what she does. So she gets an A+ in my book.
Yeah, I can only imagine. We love Chrissy as well. And speaking of mac and cheese, she makes the best. So
Really good.
I have to put that out there. Gosh, I miss it.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really
All right. To finish up, we have a few rapid fire questions,
Oh, okay.
and they're lighthearted. Like you don't have to think really hard about them. So my first question is, what were your favorite shoes to play in?
Ooh, to play in. You know what? You guys are going to laugh. The Nike Dunks when they were original. Yeah. I played in them when they were original, and I played in the Air Jordan 1s when they were Air Jordan 1s when they first came out. And so those two is funny because I remember I got my first pair of Air Jordan 1s and they were $66. Okay. And that was astronomical. That was like really high. My mom and dad scraped and got me a pair, and I was so excited that I would wear them. And after I would wear them, I would clean them and I would put them on top of the TV. So when I watched TV, I could watch them at the same time. And so that's how, cause see, we didn't have a locker full of shoes like some people do. But that's what started me as being a sneakerhead, which has turned out to be very beneficial for you guys.
Yeah.
That we were able to provide you guys. But those are my favorite to play in.
I was gonna say that's kind of cool because now I know, like, I take notice of your shoes every single day, and they're literally either like a Dunk or a Jordan 1 low.
Right.
You might bring out a few mids.
Or what?
Comfy dad shoes.
My dad shoes.
The clouds.
Yeah, my dad shoes. The ones that are just really, really comfy. The Jordans are for style. The Dunks are for style. But my dad shoes, they're really good on my feet. Feel good.
So if you had to narrow it down, what is your favorite shoes to coach in?
Oh, Jordan 1s.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan 1. Jordan 1s. I probably have 25 pair, maybe. Yeah, about 20, 25 pair.
I was gonna say too, I think you influence a lot of the coaches because like
Yeah.
even when Coach Poppy was here, he was wearing the Jordan 1 lows.
You
Like
got Rad's shoe
Coach
game
Rad
up.
is wearing it. Coach Hicks.
Coach Hicks' shoe game is up.
Yeah.
That's the silver lining from the pandemic is that we've gone casual. I feel so much better when I coach. I feel comfortable. I don't feel like I got restrictions of a tie, and I feel like a coach. And so instead of buying expensive shoes, dress shoes, now I can put my money into StockX and trying to find them.
Yeah, I think Coach Hicks is very relieved too and grateful for you because before every single game when I sit on the bench with her, she looks at the other coaches walk by and they're in heels and a dress and she's like, man, I'm so glad we don't do that. And I'm like, oh, I'm happy for you, Coach Hicks.
Yeah, Coach Hicks and I, we're very much alike.
Yeah.
Very, very similar personalities, whatnot. Very compatible.
Speaking of other things that you've like silver linings and all of that, what is like a small thing you appreciate about being a coach?
The impact that I'm able to make on people's lives. And you know what? It's not 100% rate. You're not always going to, influence people in a way that you want, because sometimes it has to be tough love. But if people really buy into what you're selling, like you two have, I think that it will make you better, not only better basketball player, but I think when you two walk away from here, you'll understand that I've done just as much for you off the court and that I have for you on the court. And I'm constantly coaching you two and how to be better people and what to expect when you get into life. Like a lot of our conversations, you guys can come up here and we never talk about basketball. And so for me, I feel like that's a responsibility, and it's something that you take on as a coach. And I'm secure enough in my position, my job, that I don't have to sacrifice integrity to get a couple wins. But for me, when you guys walk away from here and you go on to be very, very successful, whatever it is you're going to do, I will feel like I've had a part in that. And like case in point, like I teach you guys how to talk to media. And look at you now. When you guys first started, it was like, hey, how was the game? Good.
Yeah.
And now you're having full-fledged conversations with the whole country. And but that's the biggest part for me, is that it's just more than basketball.
Yeah. The whole world is listening. We are international.
International.
How many countries listen, Georgia?
I can't remember, but it was a lot.
Me neither, but it was more than 2. So, well, on that note, that was a great way to end the podcast.
It was. I was going to say, too, like, a lot of the quotes that you say stick out of my head.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I've definitely said to the media, like, I've grown more as a person, too, and that is definitely true, because
it makes me proud, because I know you guys are listening. And I know you guys do anyway. You listen.
I listen and I mimic. Like, we were talking before, and I was doing, like, sometimes you, like, cover your chin and you, like, talk with your hand like that. I was doing that, and I, like, literally stopped, and I was like...
She did.
Literally every single thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
My mini-me.
Yeah. That's cute. But yeah, we're very grateful. If you want to come support all 3 of us, our next game is December 11th versus UNC Asheville. And again, that is the Autism Awareness game. So we're really excited about that. We hope to see you guys all there, and it'll be a good one.
All right. This is the most important part. We do our outro. We say Georgia and Liz, Queens of Cassell. Would you want to be referred to as king or captain or neither? It's completely up to you.
I just want to be known as Liz and Georgia's coach.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
how can we work that out?
I'm Liz.
I'm Liz. She wants to.
6 foot. I wish I was at the height.
I wish I could shoot like you. So
55%.
Okay, triple double.
That's what I try to tell her. Oh, that's good. She did get the triple double first. That is crazy.
I need to block more. Shots.
Anyways,
okay.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
So we'll go on as you go. You just
okay.
do it.
You can say I'm Coach Brooke. Yeah.
We'll point at you when it's your turn.
This is gonna need to be edited.
Okay, ready?
Okay. I'm Liz.
I'm Georgia.
And I'm their coach.
And we're Queens of Cassell.